How'd the offense come back, respond to Saturday's scrimmage? I know Coach had said y'all was kind of a tough day Saturday. How do you think everything's been?
Well, I feel like guys came out with a lot of energy and a lot of focus today. I think that transferred to what we did on the practice field. I think the offense improved on some things. Of course, there's still a lot to improve on, but I think we responded a bit to the day we had Saturday.
Have you gotten more comfortable snapping the ball?
Yeah, I've gotten a lot more comfortable, snapping and stepping. It's a little bit different in a quicker world, but I've definitely got more adjusted to it. I'm probably not where I should be or where I'm going to be, but I'm still taking strides to get there.
How have the two freshman quarterbacks responded so far? What have you been able to see of them?
Well, both of them have a lot of snap and clear ability. They make mistakes or whatever it is, but they come to the next play with a clear conscience, ready to lead the offense and make plays. And I think they both just do a good job of playing hard and doing their best. So I like what I see out of the two freshman quarterbacks.
Jack Jones said you've given him a lot of positive reinforcement. Have you sort of taken him under your wing a little bit?
Well, I'm with him and Chance both. I just try to do my best to help coach him up on some technical things. That's not an issue with effort or physicality between those two. So I just try to help with the little details and the margin of error type of things. So just have him out that way.
I guess a lot of the coaches have been talking about Kendall Vickers lately as a guy who's really been just a different kind of player. I guess you would have gone against him some last year in practice and now this year. Is he that much different?
Yeah, Kendall's he's a changed player. He's a lot heavier than he was last year, probably, I'd say 20 to 30 pounds heavier. The squats went up. He's a real strong guy. And I think he's been doing a tremendous job this spring, especially with me. I feel like me and him have definitely gotten each other better this spring. So I've enjoyed competing with Vic.
Y'all compete in the weight room too, don't you? Because you're two of the biggest number of guys on the team. Is it you kind of like when you get in there, like, okay, it's a battle now?
Well, Vic, his squat is serious, So I got some work to do to catch up with him on squat, but I got him on bench. So.
Do you remember that day he got 710? What that was like? Were you there?
I was just like, it was freakish, I was just like, I've never seen somebody in real life squat that much weight. So it was a tremendous effort by him and a great accomplishment.
You said that you two seem to be going up against each other quite a bit. Just as two of the strongest guys on the team. Is there a bit of bragging rights and taking what you guys do in there to what you guys do out on the field?
Of course there's competition all over the place in this building. We compete in any and every way that we can. So yeah, there's competition in the weight room, competition on the field. We enjoy the process and the process of competing. So this is a fun time, practicing and playing and lifting. It's all fun.
How much does that constant competition change you as a football player? That seems like it's the word Butch Jones uses more than any other word.
You're never, content or complacent. You're always driving to be better and to improve on things. Get quicker hands, quicker feet, or whatever it is. Like we have a goal every week, and we sit down with our coaches, make that goal, and you talk about whether you achieved your goal from the week before, and if you didn't, you keep the same goal. So through competition, everything, you see, your mishaps and you improve on them.
How much of a change of pace is that from high school football to where you're a dominant guy to coming into this program?
Well, of course, it's a lot different in SEC football, where everybody's here, for a reason. Nobody's here because they aren't talented or anything. So it's a lot of competition, and it drives you to get better and better every day.
I think Coach Jones said that you put up 33 reps on the bench. I guess that would have been more in the top 5 at the combine this year. Did you surprise yourself with the ability to throw that much up that many times?
Well, I think I did surprise myself. I had never broke 30 before. I've gotten high 20s coming out of high school. I never even broke 30, so when I hit 33, I was just like, it was kind of a little bit of a shock to me, and I attribute that to the strength coaches, high school strength coaches, and my teammates bringing the energy on that day to help me drive the bar up.
How much are you able to tell that difference when compared to last year when you were kind of just a freshman offensive lineman? You maybe not have been the strongest guy in your matchup with whoever you were blocking.
it helps with my work capacity as far as, I might have you can be a strong guy and not have a good work capacity, you know what I mean? Your punch needs to be consistent with how it is in the first quarter and the fourth quarter. So I think I've improved a lot as far as, sustaining that strength over a certain amount of time. So it's definitely helped a lot.
After 10 practices, are you guys still pretty much experimenting on learning new positions, or have you guys kind of settled on the offensive line?
Well, Coach Mo, he doesn't like any one-trick ponies. He's always swapping guys around, having sudden changes everywhere just to see how guys respond and whatever it is. So I don't think there's any kind of settling at all. We're experimenting in positions, experimenting in play calls. The spring is for experimenting. So we're going to continue to do that and see how everything pans out.
Jashon, sorry for you. I've talked about it before. Kendall was talking about some of the battles you have had in practices. Can you kind of describe what those have been like, you and Vickers?
Well, going up against Vickers every day is a very realistic source of competition that you're going to see in the SEC. And I think he'll come out and he'll be a good player for us this year. He'll make a lot of plays. We compete a lot in practice, and we enjoy competing. And we've definitely made each other better throughout these 10 practices.
Are there aspects of D-line play that you miss, especially this spring when they're a little low on numbers?
I feel like the guys that are on the D-line right now are doing a great job of competing and playing hard and everything. I think they do a tremendous job, especially with like you said, the low numbers. So they aren't rotating as much as they usually would, but they're warriors out there playing as many snaps as they do at their position, especially when they're not used to playing that many snaps.
Just 2 more proof goes.
Who's the most improved offensive lineman?
Most improved offensive lineman. Right now, I want to say everybody has made a lot of improvements and everything, but I've felt the improvement from Kendrick because we play right beside each other. So I've experienced his improvement firsthand, but guys are improving all across the board with, hands, feet, and everything. So we've been really working hard to make those strides.
What kind of progression have you seen from some of the younger guys like Chance Hall and Jack Jones?
Well, they're increasing their knowledge of the game every day. They have to, have a snap and clear mindset between play and play because they're going to make mistakes or whatever it is. But the main thing I see out of them, they play hard and they play physical. So as long as they do that, we can help clean up some technical things and get them going. And they're definitely learning fast on their learning curve.